Hey everybody, this is Misty Buck, president of Miss Inc. Social Media and Digital Marketing. I am here with another Marketing Monday, and I have a really special guest today. Gabriela Martinez-Fonts is the director of marketing and communications over at Alexander Montessori School. And I can't believe that we're in our last week of summer.
I can't believe that either.
Yeah, like that's nuts. And that school starts next week. Super crazy. So we're going to talk about what's going over at Alexander and what they're really doing as an organization with their marketing and with their communication. They're really, really good at just not only in the classroom, allowing their students to be individuals and kind of go that own path, but also providing parents with that individualized attention and communication. So we're going to get into how they managed to do that with 4 campuses and all the other awesome stuff that they're doing. So before we do that though, Gabby, go ahead and introduce yourself. Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you for having me, Misty. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure working with you, and I'm really happy to be here.
Yeah. So Gabby and I, we do work together over at the campus in a way. So my company handles the social media side and a couple of other things that they do. But Gabby's really at the head of all these different things that are going on with communications daily with parents. So why don't you start by telling us a little bit about Alexander Montessori School? Maybe explain a little bit about what Montessori is for those who don't know.
Absolutely. Well, Alexander started in 1963. It was founded by Jim and Beverly McGee. Mm-hmm. So it is a home-run, family-run business. Now it is head by their son, Mr. James McGee, and his wife, Dr. Joyce McGee. Like I said, it's been running on 4 campuses. Well, it started in 1963 with one little house on Red Road, and it has expanded to 4 campuses now. We have 3 preschool campuses and 1 elementary campus that serves grades 1 through 5. It is the oldest and largest fully accredited Montessori school in South Florida, and it's actually only one of the 10 fully accredited schools of Montessori schools in Florida. And our motto is teaching kids to love to learn, and that's just what the basis of is really learning to love to learn.
Yeah, and I love that. So every time I've been to the campus, I'm always blown away, and I'm like, man, I wish my parents knew what this was like when I was growing up, because to see what these kids are doing in class and how they're learning at such an incredible pace, but they're also just really calm and they're really happy to be there, and they don't look like they're stressed out. And sometimes you go to these classrooms and these poor kids are like they're gonna like bust out of their seams, but you guys really do such an awesome job with the hands-on stuff.
Thanks. I think that really speaks to the Montessori method. And Montessori was, founded by Maria Montessori. And it really is, the purpose of the Montessori method really is to develop children intellectually and socially so that they become independent thinkers, and they're self-directed leaders. So I think that that's what you're speaking about, is that they're enjoying their process. They're really taking accountability for what they're choosing to learn. There's a very individualized approach that starts in toddlers that teaches just the foundations of independence and empowerment and autonomy. And then it just runs through naturally into preschool and even in elementary. So first grade, when you're going into that classroom, there's different levels of first graders, and we really just assess each first grader and give them an individualized work plan.
I love it. No, I love it. And I think you really see that again when you're on campus, and you just feel that energy, and the kids are just so happy, and it's really an awesome environment to visit. It really will blow you away. So speaking of that and personalized communication, one of the things that you guys offer that not a lot of schools do, especially in the private sector, is private tours.
Correct.
Right. So a lot of schools, from my understanding, will do like group open houses on set dates and times. But you guys are like, no, we really want parents to really see what this is about. We're going to do private, personalized tours.
Absolutely. And that goes back to Mr. and Mrs. McGee. Each family is different, and they all have their individualized questions. They all kind of are looking for a certain aspect of a school that attracts them individually. And so we've just been doing private tours since the beginning. And especially now with this situation that we're all living, we're offering private tours and private virtual tours. So it is a very individualized approach. We take each family's need and just show them what we have to offer, cater to their questions and concerns. And so it really is a really nice process. It really gets us to know the families as well.
Right. And that's so important with that family approach that you guys take at Alexander, right? So in that personalized communication, another thing that you guys do so well is that you really put together messaging that is personal to your parents and what they're looking for. Whether you're sending out an email or a text message or whatever it is, you're always looking for ways to provide resources on parenting in general too, right? I mean, you're looking really at holistically this whole side of the child, which I love.
Yes, especially now we've started on our website, the news section, which Misty's company has really helped us out with that. We have a parent resource page also, which we are providing relevant articles, parent podcasts, children podcasts, educational services, even around the community when there is a community event that we feel would be relevant to our parent community and families. We put the links on there. We also have on our Instagram, on Tuesdays, we have resources that we offer both on our Insta stories or our Instagram page. So those are also resources that are available for parents to access. And it could be anything from a parenting article to a health article or some new educational article that will be relevant for them.
Right. Or even we've shared before like podcasts or different like Zoom trainings that are coming up. Or we've even shared stuff about like community events that are happening that you can attend virtually, right? Like
Absolutely.
It's really cool what's out there and what you guys are sharing. I love it. I love being a part of it. I've been with you guys for several years now, and
we've enjoyed you and your expertise for sure.
Well, it's been really awesome to just really connect with parents on that level. You know, another funny thing is, remember, so you guys have this ad up in Merrick Park.
Yes.
Right. And it features one of these students. And one of the funniest, but also the most telling things about how people love Alexander so much. And so we recently refreshed the image in that poster. So if you're in Merrick Park and you see the Alexander ad, it's a new image, one that we haven't used before. Well, the parents appreciate seeing this so much that they're taking pictures of their kids with this ad at Merrick Park.
Yes, taking pictures of the kid looking at the picture,
yeah,
right?
Like, who wants to think about school when they're not at school? But I think that's just such a testament to Alexander and how much parents and people really love it. I mean, they're tagging us in these posts of like, oh, look at my kid looking at the new ad in Merrick Park.
Yes.
Right? Like it's a movie poster or something.
Yes, they get very proud. They're very proud. Yes.
Yeah, it's awesome. The kids really do awesome things. So another way that we get that out there, you know, we talk about email marketing on this show, and we've shared resources about that before. But at Alexander, they take a slightly different approach to that. We do email marketing. But talk to us a little bit about Great News.
Oh, the great newsletter. We're very proud of that. And you've definitely helped us through the years. So the Great News just basically is a newsletter that shares great news to our Alexander community, our current Alexander community, as well as our Alexander alumni. So it features any great news that is happening now at the school, also with our alumni, all of their achievements. We have parents emailing us, someone got an award in high school, or someone's graduating at the top of the class, they got accepted to a certain university.
Yes.
We are so proud of our Alexander alum that we feature this in the Great News. It's always a wonderful newsletter. It comes out once a month, and we're very proud of our Alexander community. It just spreads all of the greatness that we've had.
Yeah, and I think that's an awesome way to say it, Alexander community, because I know we got a little off track with the in-person events because of, well,
the current situation.
We know the current situation. We don't want to say the word anymore. We're so sick of it. But the current situation. So, but there's some like fan favorite events that even alumni are waiting to see pictures from those events, right?
Yes.
Like, what are some of those events that you guys do that are just student favorites that even after they graduate, they want to relive?
Well, I would say thanks to the APA, which is the Alexander Parents Association, we are very blessed to have a lot of school-wide events and some section-wide events. So in the preschool, I would say the fan favorite would be Snow Day, where the Alexander Parents Association helps fund, bring in this big pile of ice and snow, and the children in the preschool campuses come and enjoy snow in Miami in January. Another favorite is the Halloween Carnival and Halloween parades. We have the Spring Carnival that the APA also sponsors, and Family Fun Day. So all of these school-wide events are just, they create community. They are fun. The children love them. They create wonderful memories. And we do have alumni that come back and just want to see pictures or just help, just relive those wonderful memories.
So two of my personal favorites, not that this show is about me, but two of my personal favorites that you guys do are the Renaissance Fair and the Greek Olympics.
Yes. That is a middle school prep activity. So it's for 4th and 5th graders. And those are memorable events. Those are both learning and fun, and definitely alumni definitely love those.
Yeah, because I know that every year we get to go to this event, and it's an Alumni Forum that you all host. And we get to talk to some of the alumni, hear from them about their experiences and where they are now. But we'll ask them, we'll say, hey, what's one of your favorite memories of when you were here at Alexander? And I would say those are probably the top two answers is Greek Olympics and Renaissance.
Yes, the Alumni Forum is a wonderful event. Although we don't offer open houses like normal traditional schools do, we do offer this Alumni Forum where we invite parents to come in, listen to our alumni and hear what they have to say about their experiences at Alexander. It's impromptu, so you never know what they're going to say, which I think speaks to the authenticity of their answers and their genuine honesty. And I love those videos that you have helped us record. Those are often featured on our website too. Right. It's really interesting to hear what they have to say about their favorite memories and their favorite experiences.
Yeah, and how it prepared them. They talk about the teachers. I mean, it's really an incredible thing. So I think that's one of the things when we're talking about marketing is it's not just putting messaging out there. It's knowing your audience. We've talked about that a million times, but also really building a sense of community. And at Alexander, you guys do such a beautiful job of that, as in just an offshoot of the services that you provide to your students, right, on a day-to-day basis.
And it's not just in school. So what we take pride on is definitely our school activities during the day. Our teachers do a wonderful job always creating projects, and the book reports sometimes are very creative, but it's also out of school as well. So alongside with the student council, and sometimes it's an APA event, we sponsor some beach cleanups.
Yes.
So some community events where we invite our families to get out into the community. We've done a green challenge with our green committee. That was a wonderful event last year. We've done food drives and Toys for Tots. So it takes that community aspect kind of outside of the school day,
right,
and really gets our families involved, which speaks to the experience.
Yeah, and that's another beautiful event, by the way, that you guys do is in November, that food drive that you do, and you weren't able to take them last year, but normally you'd line up all the kids and you guys take the canned goods to the church down the street at the different locations, and they're just so happy to get involved. And that's what I love. I think again, like when you're able to build this sense of community, it makes this idea of selling, like you're selling without selling, right? Because it's just people want to be a part of that. So what are some other ways that you guys are building community? So you mentioned APA, that's like a community for the parents.
Absolutely, yes. So the Alexander Parents Association you're automatically a member if you are an Alexander family. And that's a wonderful way to get involved with volunteering, hosting these wonderful events from the Halloween Carnival, the Spring Carnival, the Family Fun Day. We also have the Holiday Shop. So as a parent, you can get involved there. We have the Student Council that also helps sponsor some activities such as the beach cleanup. And then the Green Committee also started last year, did a wonderful contest for families to get involved and to be kind of educated in how we can make a difference to becoming more green. Small acts, little, over the course of a long term can make a big, big difference. They also invited parents to get out into their community and to go out to parks and to learn the different trees that are around their neighborhood and different plants, different clouds. So it was a really interesting way to get families out in nature and help just have a more sustainable life.
Yeah, and I have to imagine those are memories that really last a lifetime as a kid.
Oh, those green journals are just priceless. Those they kept a journal and then turned them in. They had different points, and actually the winners got their name inscribed in a plaque that has been now put up at trees in our elementary campus.
Wow!
So it's really, it's a really neat thing.
That's such a neat thing. There really is like just a beautiful thing. So. one of the things again in marketing is we were talking about, when you're already a part of the Alexander family, I think you figure out that sense of community pretty quickly, right? Like you're invited in, you feel loved, you get on these private tours, you sense there's something different right away. So how else do you guys really strive to be the first things that parents think of when they need helpful parenting or educational resources? I mean, I know you guys are even getting calls from people that are relocating here.
Yes.
You get a lot of inquiries from families that are moving here, right?
Yes. I think just from when a parent steps on campus, Dr. McGee and Mr. McGee really want to get to know their family, the new families. And so it is just such an individualized approach from the meet and greet and the interview, just that one-on-one attention. And then it goes into the classroom. I think the teachers do a wonderful job just creating that sense of community and family outside of their home in their classroom, so that children feel very much at home. They feel part of their kind of inner classroom community. And there's great communication with the homeroom lead volunteers. They do a wonderful job. Also just creating that sense of community within the classroom.
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you guys, if you have an opportunity, if you're looking for a place for your kid, at least give this place a tour. It will blow
We would
your
love
mind.
to have you. Absolutely.
Yeah, it will really blow your mind. So let's talk about the campuses, where they're located. I know you guys also have a free shuttle bus to help parents that are, in different locations.
That has been very helpful. So our original campus was that little house, the little yellow house. It's a historic home.
Right down the street from here, right?
Right down the street from here, yes, on 57th Avenue. And that has 2 children's houses that serves ages 3 to 6. So it's a preschool, pre-K, and kindergarten. And from there is a free shuttle bus that would take kids to our elementary campus and to our southern campus. So we have our elementary campus that's for grades 1 through 5, and that's on Ludlam Road. We have another preschool campus on 14400 Old Cutler Road that has 6 children's houses that serves ages 3 to 6, and 1 toddler house that serves ages 2 to 3. And then our final campus is down south, our Palmetto Bay campus, located at 17800 Old Cutler Road. And that has 1 toddler house serving kids 18 months to 3 years, and 1 children's house that serves ages 3 to 6.
Wow.
So 4 campuses, and but we are one big school.
One big school, but they're all beautiful campuses, and they're all unique.
Yes.
In their own way. Like they all have the same energy, but they also have their own vibe.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? Which I love. Is so awesome. And I love, by the way, that you guys are so into the future generations as well. Like, so one of the big initiatives a few years ago was getting LEED certification on the new wing at the Ludlam Road, the elementary campus, right? That was a huge initiative for you guys. And I know you're really, really proud of that. You've won a bunch of awards.
Oh yes, that building is absolutely beautiful. It's I think Mr. McGee and Dr. McGee's, vision to keep that sustainability and to educate our kids on how they can take part in, keeping this earth as healthy as it can be, so trying to lessen that carbon footprint. That LEED building is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. It's like pristine.
Yes.
The couple times I've been there, I'm like afraid to touch anything. I'm just kidding, but because it is an elementary campus, but it's awesome. I mean, and your facilities are amazing. So what we haven't talked about yet is your after school programs.
Oh, it's wonderful as well. So we have a variety of after school activities that are offered anywhere from sports, football, flag football, soccer, basketball, to more creative like art class, French class, Spanish class. We also have a Minecrafter one and a Lego. Wow. So it's a whole variety. We have swimming. We do have a pool at our elementary campus, and we offer swimming as well, private and small group. So it is a quite robust extracurricular activities.
Yeah, I mean, and every time I turn around, it's someone's tagging us in pictures of their kid in an Alexander dance class or a music class or the performing in a band, or the football team or the tennis, whatever it is. I mean, I'm like, my gosh, what do these kids not do?
Yes, we have 2 tennis courts as well. It really is a wonderful variety of activities that the children can choose from.
Yeah, and they get exposed to all these different things and kind of really figure out.
And it's all a one-stop shop, right?
Right.
You don't have to be in traffic running around Miami. It is right there for parents. I think it makes it very easy, and especially with the shuttle service. So if you lived in the Gables and Coconut Grove, you could have your child stay at the elementary campus, do all those activities, and then just hop on the shuttle and you pick them up on 57th Road.
Yeah, like right down the street from where you are. It's super duper convenient. And again, everything I just love is just so personalized, and everything really comes from a place of love and from learning. And maybe that's why the slogan is to learn, to love, to learn, right? Everything comes from those two things, learn and love. Yes. So I think that's such a beautiful thing. So gosh, I feel like we've talked about so much already. Is there anything that we haven't touched on, or anything coming up for the new school year we should know about?
Well, we are so excited to have our kids back on campus. We start Monday, August 23rd. Our doors are open, and we are just ready to have everyone come back home to us.
Yeah. Awesome. And so let's say someone wants to get more information about Alexander. I know this information, but how can they reach you, Gabby?
So definitely our website has wonderful, wonderful resources. The admissions tab there. You can request a tour. You can also see how to apply online. You can also call us at 305-665-6274. Our website is www.alexandermontessori.com. We'd love to have you for a private tour, a private on-site tour, or private virtual tour.
Yeah, there's many options, whatever works for you. So again, if your kid is 18 months, if they're maybe in a Montessori program that doesn't offer a kindergarten option, you can come to Alexander or wherever you're at in that stage, pretty much
all the way through fifth grade.
There's an option for you. And the other really cool thing, guys, is they have open enrollment all year long. So let's say you're still trying to figure out your 21, 22 plans. You could still enroll at Alexander, correct?
Absolutely. We have a rolling admission. So as long as there is space available, we are accepting applications.
Which is awesome. Like, how many schools do that? Private tours and just an ongoing rolling admission basis. I think that's really awesome. And it speaks to your flexibility and to the fact that you guys really understand parents and their needs and where they might be.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
In their life. So I want to thank you for being here. This time really flew by. Is there anything, again, that maybe you want to add to that we haven't spoken to yet?
I think if you're just considering a Montessori, it's something that is for everyone. Although some people say it takes a certain kid to be a Montessori kid. If it's done right, as it is in Alexander, it really is an individualized approach to learning, and it creates wonderful critical thinkers, independent thinkers, and just self-motivated students.
Right. And I think the other thing too is we've seen, or for people say, oh, but Montessori, but how's my kid really going to learn anything? Are they really going to be prepared for the next stage for school? And actually, in middle school prep, that's why it's called middle school prep, because you guys are preparing them to go into more of a traditional
Yes. So it's a departmentalized learning. So 4th and 5th grade have an English teacher, a math teacher, a science teacher, a social studies teacher, and they have a schedule that they are rotating from one class to the other. So they are prepared for middle school. They are ready for it, and it is a wonderful, robust program.
But they're still doing really fun things, by the way. Like, they do this robotics build, and they do a rocket launch with like these rockets that they built. It blows my mind. Like,
well, hands-on learning
is
the real true way to learn, right?
Yes. No, it's really, really phenomenal. And I'm not just speaking because I have worked with you guys for so long, but I just really, really believe in what you're doing. And again, just seeing the kids on campus and how they flourish, and these alumni and their stories, and how they always give credit to the foundation that they received at Alexander is nothing more to say.
Right. That speaks for itself, right?
That speaks for itself. There's really nothing else to say. So, Gabby, I want to thank you for being here. I know you have a million things going on, especially with the school year coming up. So thanks for taking a little time out of your day to visit here.
It's my pleasure.
And tell us about Alexander. Again, if you want more information about the school, check out alexandermontessori.com. You can get information about booking one of those virtual tours, giving a call, learning more. There's videos with each campus, so you can see what they actually look like. You can get those parenting resources. There's just endless amounts of information there. So thank you again for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And good luck with next week. I know we're
excited.
We'll be in contact about that. But I want to thank you guys for being here for another Marketing Monday. We'll see you next week. Have an awesome, awesome week. Enjoy that last week of summer, and just be safe out there, everybody. Have a good one.